Hi all, welcome to another video of NS Pharma. Today we will see Pharmacist previous year question paper with their detailed explanation. These questions I took it from Madhya Pradesh Vyapam Group 5 Pharmacist question paper. In this I am dealing with only pharmacist questions. I excluded the general type of questions. So we will move to the first question. The plant which shows hypoglycemic effect due to indirect stimulation of insulin secretion by pancreas is, I will repeat the question, the plant which shows hypoglycemic effect due to indirect stimulation of insulin secretion by pancreas is, options are Strychnus nux-vomica, Ginkgo biloba, Gymnema sylvestre, Lawsonia inermis. The correct answer for this question is Gymnema sylvestre. We know that Gymnema sylvestre is an anti-diabetic drug. We can see the different options in detail. The first one was Strychnus nux-vomica. In the top right corner, you can see the plant along with its fruit. The below is nux-vomica seeds. The first point regarding this nux-vomica is, it is also called crow fig. The synonym of nux-vomica is crow fig. Another point, the biological source is dried ripe seeds of Strychnus nux-vomica belonging to the family Loganiaceae. The biological source of nux-vomica is dried ripe seeds of Strychnus nux-vomica belonging to the family Loganiaceae. The chemical constituent include mainly alkaloids, that is indole type of alkaloids. Examples are strychnine, brucine. Strychnine and brucine are important indole alkaloids which is present in nux-vomica. The other ingredient which is also an important as per the exam, the glycoside present in the nux-vomica is loganin. Loganin is the glycoside which is present in nux-vomica. You can see here the similarity between the family name, that is Loganiaceae, and the glycoside name loganin. Next point regarding nux-vomica is the brucine, which we already talked, that is indole alkaloid. One of the indole alkaloid present in the nux-vomica is a strong dog poison, which is a strong dog poison, brucine. The next point regarding nux-vomica is nux-vomica have lignified trichomes. Lignified trichomes. In the right corner, you can see the tomato plant. On that, you can see tiny hairy-like structure which is present on the plant surface. That is called trichomes. Lignified means rigid and woody. In nux-vomica, lignified trichomes are present. That means rigid and woody type, tiny outgrowths of epidermis are present in the nux-vomica. The main functions of trichomes are, they will reduce evaporation by protecting the plant from wind and heat. Another function, it protects the plant from herbivorous insects. It will protect the plant from herbivorous insects, as well as it also helps to reduce evaporation. These are the functions of trichomes. I just mentioned the function here, just to know for as a knowledge. Now we will move to the next option, that is ginkgo biloba. You can see here the tree of ginkgo biloba. We will see the biological source. It consists of leaves obtained from the tree ginkgo biloba belonging to the family Gingossae. The chemical constituent, main chemical constituent is gingolides, that is of 5 types A, B, C, J and M. Gingolides A, B, C, J and M. Then flavonoids, camphorol and quercetin. The main uses of ginkgo biloba is, one is anti-asthmatic, it is used as anti-asthmatic. Another uses, it is used for the dementia and Alzheimer's disease, and also in case of vertigo, that is spinning of head, then headache and anxiety. And also it can enhance the cognitive function, that means mental function of human being. It can enhance cognitive function. So the important points regarding ginkgo biloba are the biological source, which is the leaves obtained from ginkgo biloba tree belonging to the family Gingossae. The chemical constituent gingolides, camphorol, quercetin. Uses anti-asthmatic and also for the dementia and in case of Alzheimer's disease. And also it can enhance cognitive function. This is the leaves of ginkgo biloba. Next option was Gymnema sylvestre. That was the answer for that question, anti-diabetic plant. It is also called madhunashini. The synonym is madhunashini. Madhu means like honey, that means it's a little bit sugar, means sugar. That is nashini means it will destroy that sugar. That is madhunashini, that is anti-diabetic plant. Now the biological source, it is the leaves of plant Gymnema sylvestre belonging to the family Asclepiadaceae. Leaves of plant Gymnema sylvestre belonging to the family Asclepiadaceae. The next point regarding this Gymnema sylvestre is the antisaccharin principle present in this leaves of Gymnema sylvestre is called gymnemic acid. Gymnemic acid. It is used as anti-diabetic. Another anti-diabetic plant is Pterocarpus. It is also an anti-diabetic plant, Pterocarpus. So there are in the syllabus Gymnema sylvestre is there, and also Pterocarpus is also there as anti-diabetic plant. Next option was Lawsonia inermis, that is henna. Henna plant is Lawsonia inermis. Regarding this one, there is no that much importance in the syllabus, that's why I am not covering that much. So this is the Lawsonia inermis, is also called henna. We will move to the next question, second question of the paper. Which of the following diffuses most rapidly across the cell membrane? Which of the following diffuses most rapidly across the cell membrane? The question was based on the cell membrane transportation. The options are carbon dioxide, option 2 glucose, option 3 urea, option 4 amino acid. The correct answer for this question is carbon dioxide. We will see the detail. The transport mechanism across the cell membrane is of different type. One of the transport mechanism is simple diffusion, that is movement of small or lipophilic molecule is done through simple diffusion. Examples of this type of molecule is oxygen, carbon dioxide. Simple diffusion is comparatively more rapid to comparing with another transport of mechanism. The other mechanism is, one is osmosis, that is related with water transport, movement of water molecule, which is dependent on solute concentration. The next point regarding transport mechanism is, another type of mechanism is facilitated diffusion. This is also a type of diffusion, but it is facilitated. That means it is getting help from some other molecule. Diffusion, which is getting help. Diffusion is occurring by the help of another molecule, that is by the help of carriers or transport proteins. So here movement of large molecule or charged molecules are occurring through membrane proteins. Ions, sucrose, etc. are occurring through this mechanism. Next one was active transport. This is a transport mechanism by utilizing the energy molecule. Active transport. Active transport, in this, number of organic molecules are transported across the cell membrane by this mechanism. Examples are glucose and amino acid. In the question there was an option glucose, and also there is an option amino acid. So these two molecules are mainly transported through active transport. Glucose is also transported through facilitated diffusion, that is using carrier protein, that we will study in detail in pharmacology when we are dealing with insulin, the mechanism of insulin. We are dealing with the mechanism of glucose transportation also. In that we are saying GLUT transport mechanism. Urea transportation is also occurring through facilitated urea transporters. The next question, question number 3. When a drug is extracted by heating at a particular pressure, the process is called. When a drug is extracted by heating at a particular pressure, the process is called. The question is related with the extraction. Options are percolation, simple maceration, infusion, digestion. The correct answer for this question is digestion. We will see. The first one, percolation. Percolation, when the term percolation is there in our mind, it's the coffee should come. How we are preparing the coffee, the process of liquid slowly passing through the filter. So when we are preparing the coffee, once it is prepared, for removing that filtrate from the coffee, we are just pouring through the filter medium. So that is percolation. The process, in this process, liquid is slowly passing through a filter. That is percolation. The second option, infusion, is the process of extraction from the plant material in a solvent such as water, oil or alcohol by allowing the material to remain suspended in the solvent over a time. Usually it is 15 minutes. So the plant material is kept in contact with water or oil or alcohol for almost 15 minutes. That is infusion. That is infusion. The material, plant material, is suspended in water or oil or alcohol for 15 minutes. That is infusion. Percolation is like coffee preparation. Next one was simple maceration. In this simple maceration, in the picture you can see D represent drug, M represent menstruum, that is menstruum means a solvent. So the drug and solvent is kept for drug. Here drug represent the plant material. The plant and solvent is kept in contact for almost 7 days. In the infusion we said that is kept for 15 minutes. Here it is keeping for 7 days in a closed vessel. Then once it is 7 days is over, that is strained and the mark is pressed and it is mixing. After that it's filtrate. That's it. That is the maceration, simple maceration. Plant material and solvent is keeping for 7 days. After that it is strained and filtered. That's it. Now the last option, that was digestion, that was the answer for that question. In this, drug is extracted by heating at a particular pressure. The definition is exactly the same was the question. The question was the process, extraction process by heating at a particular pressure is called. The correct answer was digestion. Here digestion, when we are dealing with the digestion, in our mind the pressure cooker should come. Pressure cooker, you know that it is heated, at the same time the pressure is developing is there. So at a particular pressure it is heated, that is digestion, that is pressure cooker, the mechanism behind the pressure cooker. Now we will move to the fourth question. Which organ is extremely sensitive to the action of atropine? Which organ is extremely sensitive to the action of atropine? Options are gastric gland, salivary gland, urinary bladder, heart. The organ which is extremely sensitive to the action of atropine: gastric gland, salivary gland, urinary bladder, heart. The correct answer for this question is salivary gland. We will see the atropine action. First one is on the eye. On the eye, atropine causes mydriasis and cycloplegia, which will last about 7 to 10 days. That is longest acting mydriatic drug is atropine. In the eye, it causes mydriasis as well as cycloplegia, which will last almost for 7 to 10 days. The next one is atropine will act on all parasympathetic smooth muscle and it will relax that muscle, smooth muscle. In case of urinary bladder and also in case of stomach smooth muscle, in the gastrointestinal smooth muscle also it is acting and it causes relaxation of these things. So relaxation of gastrointestinal mucosa, smooth muscle will cause us constipation, and in case of urinary bladder and ureter, smooth muscle relaxation will lead to urinary retention. Next option, atropine action is on the glands. It decreases sweat and also salivary secretion and tracheobronchial secretion and lacrimal secretion. It will decreases all the secretions. So the answer was salivary gland, because atropine mostly affect it is salivary gland. Salivary gland is extra sensitive to atropine action. You can remember all these things by the quote, atropine blocks SLUD, SLUD. That means S represents salivation, it blocks salivation, it blocks lacrimation, it lacks urination, and also it blocks defecation. So atropine blocks salivation, atropine blocks lacrimation, atropine blocks urination, atropine blocks defecation. This is the code for remembering atropine action. So which organ is more sensitive? Salivary glands are more sensitive compared to other glands. The fifth question, solanin, which is possess antioxidant activity, is a phytoconstituent of neem. The part of this plant which contain this constituent is. The question is solanin which possess antioxidant activity. It is a phytoconstituent of neem, that is Azadirachta. The part of this plant which contain this constituent, that is solanin, present in which part of the neem? That is the question. The options are bark, leaf, seed, fruit. The correct answer for this question is seed. Seed contain solanin. Seed contain solanin. Here you can see the picture. This one In most of the places this plant is the neem. It is also known as margosa. Neem synonym is margosa. The biological source of this neem is leaves and other aerial parts of Azadirachta indica belonging to the family Meliaceae. Leaves and other aerial parts of Azadirachta indica belonging to the family Meliaceae. That is the neem. The main chemical constituent which is present in the seeds are azadirachtin, solanin, meliacin. In case of leaves, nimbosterol, quercetin. So in case of seeds, azadirachtin, solanin and meliacin. Solanin was the question. In case of leaves, nimbosterol and quercetin. The bark contains nimbidin, nimbosterol and bitter principle, that is margosin. The bitter principle which is present in the neem, or which is present in the bitter principle which is present in the Azadirachta is margosin, which is present in bark. The uses of neem plant is antiseptic and insecticide. It is used as antiseptic and insecticide. So thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you understood these things. Since these questions I discussed in detail little bit, it took little bit more time. So if I deal with this detailed discussion, you will get more questions rather than the question and answer. There's a chance for getting more answers related to that questions. So in coming exams, you may expect these questions also. So if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe the channel and also press the bell button. Thank you.